As remote work is becoming a new normal, having a dedicated home office setup is just more important than ever to stay productive. And if you don't have one built already, it can feel too overwhelming and even expensive to get started with. That's why in this video, I'm sharing my favorite Amazon desk accessories that just transform my setup completely, all for under $200. Let's dive into it. So let's start with my choice of keyboard, and this is a low-free flow-light mechanical keyboard. So the first thing that really stick out to me when I use this keyboard for the first time is the sound that it makes. It has that really nice, muffled, and warm sound to it. The overall feel of this keyboard is really minimal, as you can see. This is a white edition, but they also come into like a marble kind of finish as well. I think it's perfect for those kind of setups where you don't want something that just grabs too much attention on your desk, and this one fits right into it because overall it has this one major color, and on the top right it has this golden roller wheel that you can customize to scroll up and down, or if you want to do like a volume up or down, you can do all of that right from this. So it works perfectly with both operating systems such as Mac and Windows. I generally use this with my Mac Mini, so it just works great. And on the back of the keyboard, it has these two small risers on each side, so if you want some kind of a top angle, then you can do that as well. You can connect this keyboard to your computer in 3 different ways. First one is the Bluetooth itself, and if you do want much more reliable connection with the cable, then you can also use the USB-C connection over here to your computer. You can also connect with the 2.4 GHz USB dongle with your computer as well, so you have plenty of options to choose from. Overall, I would say the build quality feels like a plastic, but it doesn't feel cheap. Like, it's a good kind of plastic and it just feels premium and not too heavy. I think it's perfect for like a travel or anything like that as well. Next one again is the mouse from Low-Free, and this one is called Low-Free Touch Mouse. It has the really nostalgic feel to it because it gives you like that kind of old Macintosh kind of computer kind of look to it. So it feels really like, you know, like as if you're using those old first mouse that they just came out with. And even though if it's bringing you back into the time, it's not lacking any of the features that we see today because it has everything you need pretty much. You have a USB-C connection, you have 2 extra buttons on the side if you want to customize those for anything, such as if you are using like a Photoshop or anything. They also have a DPI sensitivity control button on the top, and pretty much overall it's made out of plastic, but again it doesn't feel cheap at all, and it's really lightweight and easy to use. But I would say that if you're someone who has a really big hand, then this mouse might feel too small for you. It's perfect for me, but I just feel like it's tiny bit smaller than what you are used to, such as like a Logitech MX Master 3 or any of those mouse. But overall, it has few different ways to connect with, similar to the keyboard, or you can just connect with the USB-C cable if you want that much more reliable connection to your computer. Now the next one is one of the most used product I have in my studio, and this is an Anker Prime charging station. This is one of those products where I did not know I needed because it has 4 USB-C in the front and 2 USB-A on the side. What's really cool and unique about this specific product is that you can pretty much control how much power is going through those each of the ports. So you can set like priorities. So for example, if you want your camera batteries to charge first before your laptop, then you can set all those things here because it features a really nice LCD screen in the front, so you can see how much voltage it's pulling, and you can even cut off the power if you schedule the time for it to charge for, let's say, 2 hours or 3 hours. You don't have to like remember and pull the plug by yourself. Overall build quality is really premium and it's built to last. I usually use this to keep this stored under my desk in my drawer, where I can just put all of my charging stuff such as my camera battery, my power bank, or anything that I want to charge. I can just connect this with that under the desk so you don't see any of the cables as well. Next one is a small thermal printer from a company called Rongta. Now, this is a really handy tool, especially when you don't have a lot of space to create your home office and have a bigger printers in your home. It doesn't even need ink. That means no refill cost as well, because all you need is pretty much thermal papers. Now, here's the easiest way to use this printer. You can just download the printer app called SoPrint that it comes with it, and this printer will be detected on that app, and you can pretty much select all the documents that you want and put the paper. you're good to go. The only downside I see with this printer is that you can't really preload papers, so every time you want to print something, you have to do one paper. It also features a really small LCD screen here where you can see the status of your Wi-Fi connection or Bluetooth, or if it's printing or not. The way I use this printer in my workflow is that if I want to sell something on eBay and I want to print out like shipping labels, this comes really handy because I don't have to have a dedicated printer for that, and I can just use those to save money on printing labels at the store. Next product is a recent addition to my home office setup, and this is a NVMe SSD enclosure with the 1TB SSD inside. Now, if you are not aware what SSD enclosures do and how they are different from the regular external SSDs, then let me give you a quick explanation. So due to its solid construction and much better thermal performance, this SSD performs way better than those SanDisk or Samsung T7s in terms of data transfer speed. Because you can just buy any of the external SSDs from Amazon for 1TB, 2TB and put that here, and that way you can have much more data storage compared to those inbuilt storage which Apple charges a whole lot money for. You don't have to do that. You can just get one of these and you're good to go. This NVMe enclosures comes really handy when you have workflows where you have to transfer a lot of big data, for example like huge video files. Then this will perform way better than any of the other external SSDs. And if you don't know how to get started with one of these and install everything by yourself, I've made a dedicated video on how to get this one set up for yourself. Now, if your remote work requires you to constantly moving and you cannot be in one place at all, but you need power all the time, then I highly recommend getting a really good power bank. And this one I have here is from a company called Sarge, and this has a 24,000 mAh battery life, which is sufficient enough to charge your MacBook or even your iPhone like 4 to 5 times. Especially what's really cool about this specific power bank is that it features a LCD screen in the front where you can see how much power is left inside the power bank and how much voltage it's using currently to charge those devices. And on top of that, I just really like how they have this really transparent design going on here where you can pretty much see everything what's inside the power bank. The shape of this power bank also allows you to place this vertically. That way you can charge multiple devices at the same time. To be exact, you can charge 2 USB-C and 1 USB-A all at the same time. Now, if you're charging something like your MacBook Pro, then it can draw 170 power at the maximum. I usually take this power bank anywhere I go. Doesn't matter if I'm going to need this or not. I just want to have this just in case because it saved me from so many situations where I really needed a power and I can't really get to the wall outlet, or if I'm just like not accessible to those outlets. Next product is really essential if you want to look professional in all of your Zoom meetings from your home office setup. And this is a OpsBot Meet 2 4K webcam. Now this is a really tiny webcam, but do not underestimate for the size because it has a bunch of features such as AI auto framing, and because of its bigger sensor size, it has a really good low light performance as well. So it doesn't matter the lighting situation, it's going to make sure that you look really good. It also has a front mic here as well, so you don't need any other dedicated mic. It has a USB-C connection from the back, so you can just connect with your laptop or even your computer. But if you do want advanced settings, then you can also download that application on your computer, and that will just give you much more controls over framing, colors like saturation, contrast, brightness. You can control all of that right through the application. So I definitely recommend getting one of these if you don't want to break the bank. You want great quality calls right from your home. Now, this was a quick rundown of some of my favorite desk accessories from Amazon that does not break the bank and it's under $200, that just transformed my everyday workflow and just made everything easier for me. So I highly recommend you guys to check out, and I'll put all the links to these products in the description so you can check it out for yourself. And if you enjoyed this kind of videos, definitely check out these other videos that I think you'll also enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.